Hey, what's going on, guys? This video is training specifically for the people that paid the $17.77 or maybe the early bird price or the discount price for our 5-day workshop in the Gold Coast of Australia. If you're watching this right now and you're not actually attending that, just consider this a bonus and you're lucky to have found this. All right, maybe I'll share it with people outside of that group, maybe not, but this is specifically for them because what I'm going to be teaching there and what also Sarita and what Terry are going to be teaching is going to make a lot of sense for what's right back here, okay? So real quickly, I just want to go over how this online business works from a 30,000 foot view and then zoom in on a couple of little spots to really make it work a lot better. Now specifically, this is for people that are in Empower Network, but ultimately this is the concept that works for literally any business. It doesn't matter what you're selling online. If you're selling it on the internet for a profit, then this is the way that you can do it, okay? Now this is going to look kind of crazy over here behind me, but I promise it's all going to make a ton of sense to you guys. By the time this video is over, you're going to understand it all, okay? So right here, this is where it starts, all right? This is a big old funnel. Okay? Now we often talk about the concept of a sales funnel, and the reason we talk about it as a funnel is because things start with traffic, and then as you have that traffic start jumping through hoops, meaning you start asking them to do things, you start giving them calls to action, saying, you know, click on the button below, put your email address in the form, pull out your credit card and buy, you know, bump up and get all in, buy the big packages, you know, go out there and promote the Thursday webinar, promote the Monday night Empower Hour call. These are the types of things, right? Promote the event, get to the event, bring as many people as you can to the event. These are little hoops and little that you're jumping, you know, that you're asking the traffic to jump through. And the reason it's a funnel is because a lot of it's not going to make it to the bottom. A lot of it's kind of going to get filtered out. And the stuff that does make it to the bottom, that's what you're really marketing to. So on day one, we're going to be talking a lot about the mindset, a lot about how to position your story, a lot about how to identify your avatar, your target market, the group of people that you want to talk to, because these are the people that you want to do business with, because these are the people that are ultimately going to help you, you know, reach your goals, to be able to build a large business that allows you to travel around the world the way that I have, or allows you to stay home with your children, you know, the way that Sarita has, or whatever it is that your end goal, your desire, your ultimate dream lifestyle that you're building. These are the kind of people that you're going to be working with to get there, okay? So you want to know first and foremost, who are they? And then you want to cast a wide net that grabs a ton of people that are likely to include those right specific people, okay? And what I said there is kind of a mouthful, but ultimately, if you're trying to talk to everybody, you're talking to nobody. When I was working in my network marketing business, they said, everybody needs this product. Talk to everyone you know. And the majority of the time, I was wasted. I spent with people that weren't qualified for my time, people that were happy with their job, people that didn't really need more time for you, people that didn't want to put in the effort necessary to build a business like this, right? They wanted to maybe buy some product and then think that they were in the business, but they weren't really going to work it, right? Ultimately, that's not who I want to work with, and that's not who you want to work with either, okay? So, traffic. We're actually going to be talking about traffic on the last day, on Sunday. We're going to be talking about traffic specifically through Instagram, through Facebook, through a little bit of some other strategies that we're going to get into, and then also through Periscope, which is a big one, okay? And so what is traffic? Traffic is people. It's eyeballs, it's viewers, it's people with a heartbeat and dreams and goals and pains and desires, and you have a product, an offer that you want to sell to them. So you identify them, you really, really dig deep and you learn who they are and what they want and how you can best serve them. Because you're coming from a position of serving, right? A servant leadership, position of helping them. So that's the traffic, right? How do you get traffic? We're going to cover that on Sunday, okay? You're going to ask this traffic to go to your capture page, okay? That's what this first little filter is, right? It's the capture page. It's saying, hey, below the video I've got a link. I want you to click on it and put your email address in that form to learn a little bit more about what we just talked about, okay? What that is you're sending them to a capture page. A capture page is a page where the only thing they can do is what you want them to do, put in their information and click submit, or click the X and leave, okay? So anybody who isn't willing to give up their information, to give you some follow-up information, which is going to be really, really important when we get into email marketing on Saturday, possibly Sunday, that's still kind of, most likely Saturday though, but when we get into email marketing, that's going to be really important because you want an email address. The reason why the majority of people, I'd say like 60 to 80%, they aren't going to buy right away. They're not going to join immediately. What they're going to do is they're going to check it out, they're going to think about it, and they're like, maybe not, that sounds great. And they'll get distracted. Maybe, something happens with their kids, or a phone call, or something else pops up, or whatever. Or maybe they're just, kind of interested, but they don't need it bad enough. And then the next day, maybe their boss yelled at them and they're really fed up and they get an email from you and they're ready to join, right? That's the kind of thing. That's why you want to capture the leads, okay? So now you've got these leads down in the funnel. What are you doing with them? Well, you're using this email marketing. You're sending them emails to provide value, to show them that, hey, look, I can serve you, I can help you, I have what you need to get to where you want, okay? Reasons to buy your product, stories of people who did buy the product and got the goals that your prospects, that these leads were after, right? Those kinds of things. And where are you sending the leads? Different versions of the sales page, okay? We actually have a bunch of different capture pages, and we also create our own capture pages. We have a bunch of different sales pages, and as you go through the mass influence formula and stuff like that, you can start to create some of your own sales material as well. But that's what you're sending to the leads. You're sending them to sales pages. The total shortcut, the your first million, the what's that? The older one that we used to have that we're not really using anymore. The $1 Million Ring formula videos, the documentary stuff, those things. But really, mostly for simplicity's sake, we're just going to go with the one. You're sending these leads to your sales page. Now you can make this really, really complicated. You can make it really, really simple. Because right at the box, this is what you have. You have a capture page, you have a sales page, and then you have an upsell back-end funnel. Okay? Because once they get sales, you want them to get all in. You want them to say, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to give it my all emotionally, financially, spiritually, all of my efforts, all of my money. Because ultimately, for most people, that's really what it takes. For me, I know that's what it took for me to get to my goal. Okay, so that's kind of all this. Now, how do you make this more complicated? All right, you have 100 different ways of getting traffic. For instance, I get a lot of traffic through my videos. I get a lot of traffic through my blog. That's people coming from Google or Bing or Yahoo, and they're searching for things, pieces of content, value, information, education that I go out there and I deliver. People find it on my blog, they find it on YouTube, Vimeo, they find it on all this stuff, and then it leads to my capture page. Okay? How else can you make this more complicated? From this capture page, instead of sending them directly to a sales page, we're going to send them something that we're going to teach you how to do, which is what's called a bridge page. And how I want you to think about this bridge page is, yes, the funnel works by itself right out the box, and you can make sales with it, and a lot of people do. But when you have a bridge page, you're creating a frame around it. Okay, it's the excitement that you're delivering leading up to getting into the sales video. It's the point of contact. So it's not just a video of a ton of people they don't know talking about all the money they made, right? That doesn't really seem that attractive. It's really somebody who they do know. Maybe they've been following you on Facebook, following you on Instagram, reading your emails, something like that. You've developed a bit of rapport, a bit of responsiveness, a bit of a relationship with these people, and they're saying, yeah, I know who Brian is. I like Brian. He gives a lot of value. He's kind of fun. He's got this awesome sunburn from, I went to Wilson's Promontory yesterday, and really over the weekend I was on a little camping trip, so I'm a bit sunburned. I used to have a beard, and that all kind of shaved off, right? I like Brian. Maybe I want to, check out what he's talking about. And now it's a recommendation from a friend. Okay? Think of the difference of the pre-sale video like you get a plate of food and you see it and it's got like some steak and some vegetables and some mashed potato and you eat it and you're like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. And then the exact same plate of food, except for beforehand, they say, hey, this came from this 5-star restaurant. It was made by the best chef. He used the best meats that came from. They're actually not even, they were limited supply. You can't even get this kind of meat anymore for like another few months because it ran out. This stuff is so incredible, and the sauce that they used, it's from 15 years of testing and making the best sauce. It's one sauce of the year, 4 years in a row, right? And the vegetables, so fresh, so spring. They were flown in from all around the world. You got to try this plate. Take a seat in this fancy restaurant. You got the candles and the light. You got this waiter coming up to you, amazing service. It was plated, and I think they call it plating, right? Where they have it on the plate very beautifully. And it was delivered to you with all of that pre-frame of what it is. Is that going to be a better experience than literally the exact same plate, but without knowing all that extra information? Hell yeah, it's going to be way better. You're oh my God, they're totally right. Oh yeah, I can taste this stuff. God, it's such a shame that I'm never going to be able to eat this steak again for like 2 more months because of the scarcity, right? These are the types of things that are important, right? When you come in from a pre-frame. So that's what you can do to take something as basic as this and start making it a little bit more complicated, but ultimately making it convert a lot better. That's the exact same thing that you can do in the email marketing. So I'm going to teach you how to do that with your email marketing as you send these to your sales page. So this is going on 10.5 minutes. That's a bit long, but I can't wait to meet all of you guys in the Gold Coast. I'm going to be delivering some more stuff like this. What I want you to do is really wrap your head around this. If you got to watch this video a couple of times, maybe take notes. To some of you guys, this is going to sound like brand new information that was a bit overwhelming. I want you to watch this video again. Other ones of you, maybe this is a revisit. Maybe you already are aware of this stuff and you're just excited to get another set of eyes on the stuff that you have. Wherever you're at, going to the Gold Coast is absolutely the place you need to be at. I actually just decided that I am going to send this to my list. So if you're still watching this and you're from my list and you want to come to the Gold Coast workshop, you want to meet me and Sarita and Terry and all the other wonderful, magnificent, incredible entrepreneurs that are going to be there, below the video I've got a link that's going to take you to the other page on my blog and you can check that out. I love you guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know how best I can serve you. Have a great day.